Give me some Ingram. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Mixon with a first down carry. The numbers for Mixon last week: 11 carries, 59 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Get off the field, defense.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down now, Mixon, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. This is Mixon on the draw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. On second down, Mixon, and some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Rodney Anderson, his second touchdown on the... So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And Eifert has it. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Joe Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, And now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. Now the offense back out onto the field as he'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Back now in Cincinnati as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They begin with a run by Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down now, Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Joseph. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on down. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right and incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year, and they'll get a chance.
Microphone wasn't in properly. Sorry about that, people. I don't know if it picked up the audio. Hold on, let me check. Hold on. Let me just check. Oh, gutted. Right. We're now 12th. Is that us? No, we're the Bengals, aren't we? We're 14th. Ba ba. Patrick Mahomes.
Mixin', fixin' for another big game. This is
And it's snowing. First game in the snow, I
So
think,
the
isn't it?
football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
First game in the snow, isn't it?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under
So
it, but
flat
it's second
slants.
down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he'll pull it down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Steps away to his left. This one grabbed by A.J.
Oh,
Green.
but we're going to have to punt it.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Hill on the return. A very good return that time. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. Green brings it in.
It's a flag though. What for?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left.
Give me that first down, baby.
30 before he's hit and dropped. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. That's complete to the tight end Sample.
Not sure how many we got there.
Catch it 2nd and 8.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the screen.
Now back to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Being chased out left.
Give me that. Give me that. Let's go.
This across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Let's go, boys.
Drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
2nd and 9 now. And he floats one there, incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
Give me that ball.
And it's Ross, complete.
And we'll go into the second quarter.
1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Touchdown. No, he dropped it.
But that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a... anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Forced out under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Manti Te'o marches in to sack him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Hold on. Go wash your hands. 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 Sorry about this.
How is anyone watching to apologise to?
I don't know.
Go. Look, Leon, where does this need to go?
Go on, put it in the... Go. Go on. Sorry about that, mate. That was my son. We're currently...
They're not
I'm currently trying to...
climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their off-season. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Trying to potty train him and teaching him to wash his hands.
Kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So you're a boxing.
This one. They scored a touchdown.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over.
Should we go make sure that okay?
Snap.
A draw play for Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On the delay, it's Mixon.
Give me that first down.
But able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking to throw.
I press triangle.
To eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection has just not been there this afternoon. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. Back to throw here.
Circle. Come on.
And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it's Chiefs football. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right.
Come on.
Try and run it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right.
Hold on to it.
Able to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Come on. No. Oh, for fuck's sake.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start here with a give to Mixon.
Come on.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Mixon on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
Come on.
Into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mixon.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Ross.
Thank you.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Hold on.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Keep it. Thank you.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got Green.
Oh.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Mixon.
Touchdown. Perfect timing. Oh.
Joe Mixon.
And the defense stops them.
Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the catch
Hold on to it.
Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun to give to Mixon.
Come on, get me.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. That's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Mixon with it.
That's a first.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Easy, 4th down, easy.
Now they run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL?
Got caught up in my own player.
Too, you know?
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
That's bad.
Roll them out right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts...
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go.
Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes.
No.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
That was my fault. I panicked.
Badger Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind.
I panicked. Doesn't even matter.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing two things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were...
Who are 9-4-1. Alright, let's play offense. Let's go.
Mixin', fixin' for another big game. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Oh, we're in the hunt. I didn't realise we were still in the hunt. Still possible.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
No
and this
way.
is incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And Eifert has it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll set up to throw. And, he took it in one-handed. What a grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this.
And we get the first down.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Here's a run with Mixon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare.
Can our defense stop him? Nope.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the move to his left. He completes it to Boyd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head.
Hold on.
Going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. Steps away.
Come on.
That will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return.
And the defense stopped him.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. He'll look to throw. Finding Green complete.
Thank you.
Get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixon.
No.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No.
Mixon.
Find the gap. Find the gap. Thank you.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Let's go, boys.
Up here sometimes. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Give me that TD.
A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And we held them to a field goal. Thank you.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Well, they're just going to run it here.
I'm running to him.
He'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it.
Should we have a look at... Let's have a look.
We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the Texans who picked up the victory.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
And we receive the ball good.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running...
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys were...
But luckily our defense stood up.
So
oh, what a position from our defense.
Excellent field position after the... Trying to shake off the interception.
Oh, come on.
He's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Bullock will put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball.
Oh, they scored.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Oh, yes.
He's able to rip off 32.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. You're bigger, stronger.
I should have got rid of it.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll run it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set them up with a much more manageable third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. That's
a flag, though.
But there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Yes!
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring
Give me that, baby.
First.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. He'll get 4 for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. He'll look to throw.
Nah,
And
I fucked up.
Incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
See if our defense can stop him.
And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead.
Our defense stopped him.
Now,
our defense actually stopped him.
What can this offense do? We're about to find out. Mixon with a first down carry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. He's got a first down past the 30. And
Thank
he'll
you.
take it to the 43-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They're going to look to throw. He gets this one to
Take
Boyd.
that.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Green brings it in. And they'll get him to the
This is what
ground.
I'm
He has
talking
another
about.
first down at the Colts 37. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st
That
and
was
10.
an accident, but it turned out alright.
Open down the middle of the field.
It turned out okay.
Before he's brought down at the 28.
2nd and 1.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's got room. And he will take it on in.
And we'll take it to the
Bengals
house.
Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 9th
Throw that ball
touchdown
into the
of
crowd.
season. And the Bengals.
Minute offense.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Drive goal. Control the ball for 60 seconds.
They'll run
We
on
can do that.
1st down. Mixon.
Yep.
Now a
they're gonna
timeout
waste all
called
the
for
time,
by the
aren't they?
defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon.
I'm going to call another
Now the
timeout.
Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Mixon.
And they'll burn their
The
last
Colts
time
will
out.
use their third and final timeout
Go for
as
that.
they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And this is good.
Thank you.
From 57 yards out. That was
GG.
Well, Charles,
GG.
a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another road.
Oh dear. Eight and 7. We're 15th. I think if we win this, we make the playoffs. So let's jump into it. Because they're 8-6 and a draw. They're 8 wins, 6 losses and a draw. We're 8 wins, 7 losses. So hopefully we can go 9-7. And our defense stopped them on their first drive.
Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0
Thank you.
as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
So Jay Mixon, his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Former second-round pick. This is Joe
And that's
Mixon.
a first down,
Able to
surely.
get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a
Thank
pickup
you.
of 11.
So curl flats.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
Let's
And
see
if
how
that
this
continues,
goes.
it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch
First
made.
down.
It's Tyler Boyd. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to take off with it. And
First
past
down.
the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Thank you.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to
We're
about
just
the 20-yard
wrecking.
line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll give it to Mixon.
Oh, got stood up there.
Gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The numbers for Mixon last week: 14 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because
That's bad.
good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here is Anderson on 3rd and goal.
Touchdown!
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Rodney Anderson.
And our defense stops him again. Come on.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now Joe Mixon. And they're
Just have to get some leeway for the punt.
First, as he can only make it to the 11. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So we're in the final minute now of
And
the
our
first
defense
half
again.
as this offense gets ready to take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he goes nowhere.
And we go well back.
At the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Buying time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And I'm injured.
And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now Dalton, flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league,
Abdo tear.
if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now Landry. They'll call. A punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over first. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And Dalton to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And
Thank you, Green.
Well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. Being chased out left. And that's complete. It's Green here. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers. No accusations.
Nearly.
If you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing, Dalton. This one hauled in by Sample. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats
Touchdown.
and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from
No,
earlier
incomplete.
today. The coach. We get slap happy up here sometimes. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with us. So this
Our
offense
defense
will head back out there
seeming to have
already in
the
excellent field position thanks to the
upper hand
interception.
on the.
Dalton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I couldn't get the sack.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here to 32. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball.
Yeah, defense couldn't stop him that time.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good
that'll take us into halftime.
Up to the 34. So we've come upon it. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. We get a glance at the Browns' defense. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Dalton, first and 10. He's got Green.
Thank you.
He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the
quarterback
a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it, and that would cover beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On second and 11 now.
Wow.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Here's Dalton.
Come on.
He's got his man, Boyd. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Well, this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Yeah.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Forced out to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton bootlegs out. They'll buy some time right. That is caught.
1st down, though.
5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into...
And he will score.
And we go.
Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Rolling to his right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st.
We're just going to go into the 4th quarter.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Finding Green complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Andy Dalton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And Bullock will put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin with a run by Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw here, Dalton. They'll roll him out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football.
Our defense stopped them.
So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon.
Thank you.
And he'll be taken down.
Pull your timeout.
The 50 at the 45 in enemy
Pull your
territory.
timeout.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Past the 20, and now off to the
Touchdown.
races down the right side.
Thank you.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
GG. I'll just take the name.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they...
Whew. Upgrade player. Out for 4 weeks. Big Shaq. We made the wild card. Woohoo! Let's go. 1, 2, 3. We may be fit for the Super Bowl if we make it that far. We take on 10 and 6 Jets. Right. Next episode we head into the wild card playoffs. I hope you enjoyed this stream. 2nd season, we've made it to the wild cards. Let's see how far we can make it. I've been Mr. D. Cresswell. You've all been awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one. Yo.